Hello, hello. Welcome to Cooking with Chef Frank. My name is Frank Kramer. I'm your host, and I'm the founder of Eat Like a Vegan Chef. Welcome to today's episode, just in time for Father's Day. So, and in order to do something for Father's Day, I thought, why not do something sweet? Because we are always doing something savory for Father's Day. So I thought, why not doing something sweet? Okay. Welcome everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Cooking with Chef Frank. Today I'm going to cook a mango cherry ice cream with warm blueberries. If you don't mind introducing yourself, so I know you're there. It's always nicer to talk to an audience. Thank you. So again, um, right in time for Father's Day, I thought I'm going to cook something sweet instead of savory because everyone is cooking something savory, and everyone is barbecuing anyway already. So why not make a dessert? Um, I chose a mango cherry ice cream with warm blueberries, and very excited about it. It's one of my favorite ice creams. It's really out of this world. I I almost, I mean, at least for me, I I really don't have to buy ice cream anymore. I make this ice cream, and oh my goodness, it's so great. Hi Brenda, hi Jacqueline, hi Jana, hi Susan. How are you guys doing? Um, okay, great. So before I forget, we just a few updates. I'm going to host a plant, oop, sorry, plant-based wellness masterclass June 28th at 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's going to be the following week, Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. And let me make sure I want to say the right date here. It's going to be the Monday. Yes. So um, this this masterclass is all about how to transition to a whole food plant-based lifestyle, a few tricks, and uh, what to do, how to do certain things with vegetables, how all the tricks that I usually use and that many other chefs use. I reveal some of them, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you will join me. Okay, good. So let's start with our ice cream. Um, okay, I'm going to switch my camera and I'll get all my ingredients. Uh, for this ice cream, it's very important that all the ingredients are frozen. So meaning um, the ingredients I'm using are actually bananas. I'm using a cup of bananas, ripe bananas. Very important. They must be ripe, um, obviously, but more on a riper side than on the greener side. So you want to make sure when you pick bananas, you want to make sure you have a few brown spots on the skin already. These taste best for this ice cream. Um, two third two thirds cups mangoes, um, frozen mangoes. You can use fresh mangoes and then freeze them, peel them, um, take the seed out, and cut them in quarter or half-inch pieces. Two-thirds of cup dark cherries, frozen, of course. A teaspoon of vanilla extract, half a teaspoon of fresh mint, which really is only 2 or 3 leaves, not more. Unless you are a mint freak, then I wouldn't use too much mint. It will overpower the dish. Just a little, just a hint. 1 to 2 tablespoons of vanilla milk, unsweetened. It's really up to you. If you want the ice cream softer, you add more. If you want it creamier, you add less cream. And then half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I will, the recipe will be added to the library, and Anyone who is not a member, just message me and I'll send you the recipe. Okay, let me switch my camera and get it going. So I have my frozen cherries and mangoes here, my bananas. As you can see, I cut them, froze them. I actually just bought them maybe an hour and a half ago, but it's better if you freeze them 2 hours before. My mangoes, cherries. It's important that you use the dark cherries. They taste so much better. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add the bananas. First. This recipe is good for 2 servings, maybe 3 max, um, depending how much ice cream you eat. Adding the mango, cherries, the mint leaf. As you can see, is really not much. I don't want it to overpower. About a teaspoon of vanilla. I always like a little bit more vanilla. Um, Cinnamon, probably a half a teaspoon or so. And now the milk. We don't need that much milk. I always try to start a little small, maybe 2 tablespoons, and we can always add to it if we need. And that's it. I'm using my NutriBullet. You can use your Vitamix or your regular blender. You can also use a food processor. That works just fine too. Keep in mind when you blend the frozen vegetables, very often your blender is struggling because this takes a lot of power of your blender. So make sure that if you hear when it starts to struggle, turn it off, give it a little break, and then start again. So in this case, if it doesn't blend, we might have to add a little bit liquid. Okay, that's it. Let's taste it. Woohoo. Oh, wow. You know, what is great is actually when you taste the ice cream, first you taste the mint, then you taste the mango, and then you taste the bananas. It's incredible. And then it's just, and then you taste the vanilla. Incredible. Really nice. Okay. So what we can do is we can serve this as is, as soft ice cream, um, or we can put it in a container and freeze it. So I'm going to serve it just in a container so I can freeze it and I can scoop it later. But I have made already one earlier, which I will show you in just a second. See, it's very soft. So it's basically just like a soft ice cream, soft serve. There's nothing wrong with serving it just like that. Or you put it back in the freezer and you scoop it out later. Okay, so this goes right in the freezer. Oh, you cannot see it, I'm sorry. So this goes in the freezer. Okay, and now we're going to start with our blueberries. Just want to show you, this is what I did earlier. Okay, so, and that's what I'm going to use. It's not really frozen yet, but that's fine. This is what I'm going to use later. Just wondering, can you hear me properly? Because I'm using my earplugs today. I've been talking and talking, and I hope everyone is hearing me. Good. Okay. I guess you do. Otherwise, you would have said something. Great. Let's do the blueberries. It's really up to you. You don't have to. You don't have to do the blueberries. It's really up to you. You can just eat your ice cream to your heart's content. Eat it just like that out of the bowl. That's just fine. Um, I just like to take it a notch further. For instance, if you want to serve it to your spouse or serve it to your guests, you can dress it up and make it look a little bit nicer. Um, that's that's just my nature. I like to bring it up a notch. Okay, good. So we heat a small saute pan. We add a third of a cup of oops, what happened here? Of orange juice, the juice of a lemon, and then we're going to let the juices reduce to about half. Add a dust of cinnamon, okay, this smells so good. Okay, so just a little bit longer, and then the juice is ready. You want to make sure the juice doesn't caramelize. See on the edge here, it's already caramelizing. There's nothing wrong with that, but you see now it's already getting thicker. This is exactly what we want. Maybe I'll bring the camera a little bit closer. Okay. Now we're going to add the blueberries. I use fresh blueberries for this. And as soon as the juice turns blue, the blueberries are ready. It's a really fast dish. And we can actually add a little bit more juice to it if we wanted to, because it's just going to add a little bit more orange juice to it. And you can tell that the juice is slowly turning. If you wanted to, you could add a little bit of Grand Marnier to it. I know I don't promote alcohol, but for that one event, you could. It tastes absolutely incredible. Remember, if you add alcohol to it, you want to make sure that you take it away from the flame, otherwise you don't want to go up in flames. You see how the juice turns? This is what we want. And I want the juice to turn a little bit thicker. Because of the lemon in there, it really doesn't taste sweet. It's almost on a sour side. Okay, that is exactly how I would like this. Okay, so now we're gonna serve the ice cream. So the best way to do it is put it in some hot water. Put the bowl in a little bit of hot water. That will get the ice cream loosened on the bottom. You know, just like this. And I use a little knife to loosen it on the edge here. You see how it's moving? Oops. It's melting a little bit, but that's okay. Now we're gonna add some blueberries on top and on the sides. And we decorated a little bit with a little mint. That's it. That's all we do. And let me switch my camera so you can see it. Actually, remember the ice cream wasn't really frozen. That's why it's actually melting much, much faster. So why don't we try a little bit? Because it's melting so quickly. Cheers. Happy Father's Day. If you wanted to, you could add a little bit of ice cream to, chocolate toast. That's it. So it's a very, very simple ice cream. You can keep it in your refrigerator, in your freezer, I mean, and the beauty of this is completely fat free. It's fat free. I didn't add any sugar whatsoever. Obviously, it has a lot of sugar in there because of all the fruits in there. But the good thing is it's mainly whole food. Yet you want to be careful, not to eat too much, especially if you have diabetes. But this is one of those dishes you can enjoy and don't have to feel guilty. So um, I really like this dessert. Okay, great. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Cooking with Chef Frank. Um, okay, a question is how long to freeze? Uh, Freeze it for at least 3 or 4 hours or overnight. So it's really, really simple. Just make sure that you use um, frozen fruits. That's very important. Okay. Thanks, Jackie. Good. Okay. So I would say I would wish all of you, I mean, all the dads, a happy Father's Day. Um, Enjoy, celebrate it. You have earned it. And for our members, yes, we have our batch cooking, 4 p.m. Sunday. and and again, anyone who came late, who joined us late, um, I'm going to have a plant-based wellness masterclass June 28th, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Hope to see you there. You can sign up on my website, but you can also sign. There's a link right here um, under Facebook. On Facebook, you can sign there up too. It's free, and I hope to see you there. Enjoy your weekend and be safe and think plant-based.